What's happening, my people? So it's your boy ChanceJolivette, aka Smooth. Man, been watching this show for years, man. We finally in the last season. We have been through the ups, mostly the downs with our characters. It seemed like they was getting it together last year. They went through highs just to come crashing all the way down. So we trying to see where it's going from there, man. In the end of last season, man, Issa and Lawrence, we been invested in this relationship. And they finally got to a good place. Just for him, his little girlfriend he had in the break, she turned out to be pregnant. While him and Issa was in their best place. Like both their careers were doing pretty good. Their love for each other was starting to blossom again. They were locked in. And baby came. So, that's what I want to see. I want to see that come to a head in this season. I was expecting that in episode 1 and stuff. Issa and Molly, they kind of trying to get back together again, get their relationship together. You see a lot of that in this episode. But this episode right here, I'm not going to lie, I was just watching it, like, man, like halfway through, I was just kind of like, I'm just not engaged with this, man. Because it's like, it didn't have any context to what was going on. Like, the beginning of the episode, like, you see Issa, she's coming in from the airport and stuff, and this and that. And she gets together with her crew. And they go to college, and she's going to be on a panel. And it's like they're having a flashback moment to their old stomping grounds when they were in college and stuff. And it could be like they're trying to find that mojo again, like with each other, like to see where they have been, how far they have gone, the places they've went positive and the places they want to go, the dreams they have not accomplished yet, the friendships that have changed, like are they worth saving at this point? There is a lot of tension, especially between Issa and Molly. It's like Molly has like some points in the episode and she's kind of venting to Issa. And Issa don't want to say anything. It's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing and make her mad. I don't want to give her a suggestion and it angers her or anything. So she kind of like just being quiet with it. There's a lot of blank moments in the episode where it's kind of like, just, So, Issa, she trying to get her business together. She thinks that she's doing good. She gets on this panel and she has this moment where she finds out she's not doing as great as she thought she was. Like these other people on this panel, their businesses are doing great. They're financially stable and stuff. Like she's still driving Lyft. She's still managing the hotel and stuff. She's not doing as great as she thought she was. Like her business she started, it's still in the infant stages. Like it's still not locked in, like talking about it. It's not like her main source of income and stuff like that. So, them trying to get their relationship together, like you see them, her and Molly, they get together and stuff. It's not until they going to a reggae spot late in the night with one of their old friends that would dance and she was ratchet and this and that. And you see it's still pandemic time in here. You don't see any masks or anything, but I think they kind of allude to it as far as like a restaurant being closed and this and that. And so people been doing like some desperate things and people been doing what they had to do. And her friend, the ratchet one, she seemed like she was doing good. She and Saweetie Video and Ciara and this and that. And she could have been lying. But she robs them. And at that moment, I guess they have like a light flash in front of your eyes type moment. And so they are distraught. But then they get into the car. And they finally have like a genuine laugh with each other. And they're like, whoo, ooh, I thought I was about to die. Da, da, da. And this and that. So their relationship is starting to blossom again. It's starting to get back together. And I was thinking about doing a video at the beginning of this. I was like, man, should I do this? And I'm like, I'm watching like 90% of the episode. And I'm like, I'm not going to do this. In the last scene, I'm like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to talk about this. So Lawrence picks her up. And we like, oh, Lawrence is still in the picture. But he's talking, and it feel like Molly and Issa at the beginning of the episode, like them blank moments and stuff. Like Issa is kind of like, anything he says, he kind of like trying to say it lightly and smile and just joke around, just have a light conversation. And she kind of just like. And at the end of the episode, man, she gets out of the car and she like, Lawrence, I've been thinking. And she don't even have to say it. He looks at her and he like, both their demeanors just change and stuff, man. He like, I know. So, damn. There is, it's again the same old thing, man. Like, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be positive, especially now at the beginning of the season and stuff. I didn't think I would really see him in this episode because it wasn't looking like it. And I didn't think she would still be giving him a shot. I thought she might have just killed him off in her mind, like right whenever he gave the information that he was having a baby. But man, that is so tough. It's interesting because I want to see what happens, but I hate that they wrote that in the you have to have drama for a television show or anything. Like, if he wasn't having a baby and they was just doing good and they moved together and this and that, and I don't think it would be as interesting. But man, like, I'm just like a blind optimist and stuff. Like, I just like to see positive things. I want to see rainbows and everything, and everybody be positive. I want to be like, oh, they're in love. Oh. I wanted to, even like my favorite movie of all time is Love Jones, and that was so much toxicity. Like, they had a few moments where when they first met, they were cool. Whenever he got over her running around with Hollywood, and then he started getting back together, it was cool. Then at the end, whenever she was in the rain after she did the poem, it was cool. This right here is kind of like, they had a few moments where it was like, they cool. And now it's like, I like to see those cool moments. I want to see them. I don't see it, man. I don't see her and Lawrence. Like, I think the way this season is going to end, I think she's going to look at herself in the mirror and be like, I'm happy with myself in my future ventures. And I think she might be alone. Maybe her and Molly might be in a good place, or maybe they won't. I think most of her friends, I think they all gonna they're gonna grow to a point and kind of separate. And I think Issa is probably gonna move. I think maybe she's gonna move to the East Coast or something. She's gonna be like, I got an opportunity in New York. And so she has to spread her wings and go to herself. And Molly gonna start her own practice, and Lawrence is gonna get back with old girl and raise his family or something. I think it's gonna be some things like that. But I wanna see. We all wanna see. So most of this video is about my speculation for the upcoming season. This episode right here, I'm not gonna, like, to me, this wasn't an incredible episode or anything. It wasn't like, oh, it was worthwhile coming back and stuff. Like, it was kind of like, yeah. But that ending, it's like, ooh, that was tough. That was a tough one to watch. But that's my thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and most hated, man. Gonna try to keep this up for the final season. I could have swore I was doing this like seasons before or something, but I had so many videos on the channel, and I kind of tried to look through them, and I didn't see no Insecure. So I was like, maybe I didn't do any Insecure videos. But I'm gonna try to do this last season since I've started down this lane. I'm gonna try to keep it up for this last season. But yeah. Peace.